And welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So we're going to jump in and do some more battles again. Level 17, so haven't done too many battles this season, probably leaving it a little bit late for a run, but let's give it a go. So we'll jump in, we've got the Great League and Weather Cups, the Weather Cups Ultra League. So we'll jump into that. So we've got Talonflame, we'll run Golem and then Kingdra. Nothing with everything with your standard moves, not Stone Edge and whatever the one that drops defense, and then Wild Charge, and then we've got Dragon Breath, Octazooka, and we'll jump in. So the question here is, what do I go with? So I'm going to let the first one go, because obviously if I don't, then the next one's going to require. And here I 100% should have Brave Bird. That's what I wanted to do. I just pressed the wrong thing, but that's fine because they're never going to shield this first one up, which is fine. And then we'll see if I can get to the next one first, which I can. Happy days. And this one they will probably shield up. Let's see. They don't. Okay. So if that's the case, I'm going to use a shield here. And the reason for that is I've got an extra Incinerate through, so I will be close to. Let's see if I can get there. I can, and the reason I'm going up Brave Bird is because it's going to do neutral damage rather than the resisted damage that it would do otherwise. So far they're both going to be weak to. I'm just going to have to go Octazooka here. Octazooka, go Kingdra, and the reason for that is because the damage from Waterfall is just going to be too oppressive. So Drill Peck comes through, and as you can see, it doesn't actually do too much damage. And the question here is, do I want to shield this up? And I'm going to go with no. I'm actually going to not. Going to get to Outrage and then come in with my Golem here, and we'll see what they want to do. Unfortunately, they're going to get to a Hydro here, but that's fine. I'll shield this up and I'll have a head start for whatever comes in next. So let's see what they've got. So hopefully they've got something that is oof. So I'm just going to have to throw wild charges like you would not believe. And I'm just going to go straight for the next one as well. And I'm going to have to completely sack this Golem, just let it, well, I say sack it, I don't really have a choice because let's see who gets priority. So, Swampert gets priority. Not ideal. Earthquakes, oh, it's just the Hydra, okay. So I'm in with a shot. I was expecting it to be a Earthquake, I wasn't quite counting, so let's see if my Outrage is going to be enough. It's going to be enough to take it out, and so obviously they were not at the Earthquake, and happy days, I'm able to get the win on the board. So close one there. Unfortunately, Swampert does win CMP against Kingdra, so that's one worth remembering, and for next time we can try and hold a shield. But the thing is, I had no real choice because they were running. So this is really quite bad for me. Let's swap into. So let's see what they want to do here. So I'm not going to shield this up. Gonna let this go. Aquatail's not going to do too much damage. It does next to nothing. And then I'm going to throw the Octazooka here and see what they want to do. And I suspect that they won't shield either. They do not, but is it enough? Ooh, it's enough to flip switch. It's not necessarily going to help me though. So, I'm just actually going to have to... I think I'm just going to have to sack my Talonflame here. Let's see what they want to do. I suspect Scald is coming through and will probably one-shot me, which is really unfortunate. It does not. And they swapped before I was able to. This is pretty much GG's right now. There's nothing I can do, and I don't know why I didn't shield this up, but fine. I'm gonna let the first one go. Sacred Sword's coming through, and it's yeah, it's gonna do a powerful amount of damage. And I was trying to um, throw the Brave Bird, but unfortunately was not quite able to do it. And they swapped in and sniped me, which I was expecting, but it just Incinerate takes so many turns to get through, and they swapped at the right time, so good for them, but it is what it is. So let's see what we get in this next one. They had a very good lineup for me. Poliwrath, again, not ideal here, so what I'm going to do is one... Oh, and they're running Bubble Beam. So I think I'm going to need to swap this out. I'm going to let this go. It's probably going to be a dynamic punch, I imagine. And then they'll swap out themselves. There it is. Does half damage, and then they'll swap into the Gyarados, which actually works out alright for me. And the question here is, can I get to an Outrage before they fully farm me down? I can. Happy days, and we'll see if they want to shield this up. I can't imagine they will. Oh, they do. Okay. And then they're going to be able to farm me all the way down. So that actually works out alright for me. Because I'll be able to come in with my... I will probably have to double shield this though, which is really unfortunate, but let's see. Aqua Tail coming through. Possibly what I should have done is... I'll let one go, we'll see. Hopefully that's... it's not going to be enough to KO me, but it will do a reasonable amount of damage, which is fine. We'll see what comes out. So I'm going to throw the Wild Charge, and then I'm actually going to get out of there. And Brave Bird here, and see what's in the back. So Brave Bird is going to be doing enough to KO. And what have they got in the back? So they've got their own... Oh, they've got a Charizard, okay. Question is, who wins CMP? They win CMP. Do I want to shield this up, or do I not? I'm going to let it go. It's a Dragon Claw, it's not going to KO. And so that's going to be a very good game right there. Let's see if we can... how much damage that does. Oh, that does a lot of damage. And there it is. Massive amount of damage from that Brave Bird. Dragon Claw just doesn't do enough. So, probably should have used the shield. Yeah, but didn't want them to have back-to-back Dragon Claws and then be able to take out my... Well, I mean, I probably should have, because their Blast Burn there, then... Oof, I would have been in a little bit of trouble, but it is what it is. So Kyogre on the lead, so I'm going to swap this out, obviously, straight away. No hesitation here. Let's see what they want to do. I suspect them to do the same, so they're not. They're staying in. That's fine. I'm not going to shield this. We'll see what they want to do. I think this is just going to be a Surf coming through, and it is, and that's just going to do no damage. Now what they come in with, and I'm going to throw the Octazooka here. So if I can... Did I get the defense drop? No. Of course I do not. So I'm gonna let this go, and it is the Hydro Cannon, so that's really bad for them. Just gonna get to my next Octazooka here, and I will be able to win switch in this game. If they use a shield, that's fine. I can do the same. They don't use a shield, and are they going to even get there? No. Okay, so that works out really nicely for me. Looks like they do not have an answer for. Let's throw another Octazooka. They have to shield up at some point, and we'll see what they want to do. So they're still not shielding. What is in the back? 1, 2, 3. Just gonna let this go. It is the flame charge, so there's another one. Let's throw the Octazooka. At this point, they've got to know that they're done. Surely they know they're done now. Nope, they do not know. So I'll save my shields for the my own Talonflame. I think I just farm them down now. No shields required, and we'll see what they want to do. It's another flame charge coming through, but it's just not going to do enough. So they had a team that really didn't want to see the Golem, but that works out all right for me. And a team that doesn't want to see Golem and it doesn't want to see Kingdra. Well, Kingdra was probably the main core breaker there. I don't know what their best play was. Honestly, I think my team comp, although I lost the lead, they had no counters for my backline, so happy days, able to take that one pretty easily in the end. Talonflame on the lead. Okay, so this is a good one for us. I mean, apparently it's only neutral for us, so that's not as nice. So the question here is, do I want to shield? And I think I do. So we'll shield up. We'll see what comes. Glaciate. Okay. And they got some form of debuff. I don't actually know what the debuff is, but that's fine. Unfortunately, yeah. So I should be able to beat them to the next move, which, yep, able to do so. Got the boost now, so we'll be doing a little bit more damage. And they're double shielding this thing, okay. Just gonna have to let it go, unfortunately. And it debuffs attack, okay. I'm gonna come in with my own. I'm going to have to look to farm it all the way down and hope they don't get to another move, which they do not. Happy days. And we'll see what comes in now. So in comes the Jinx. So here I think I just go straight Outrage. No point messing around with Octazooka. Shields are down on their side, so Outrage is the play, and I'm able to farm that down before they're able to get a move off. And let's see what comes out next. So I'm just going to switch into my Golem here, and are they going to let this one go? No, they're going to continue. Okay, that's fine. Continue all you like. So Wild Charge coming through, going to do a powerful amount of damage. And here, I'm just going to let this go because I'll be able to farm down. If I shield up a Bubble Beam, then it's a Shadow Ball, so that should, well, doesn't quite take me out, so fine. And then I'll be able to farm them down. So either way, even if that did take me out, I'd have enough time to fast move farm them down with the Kingdra. So that's why I decided not to shield. I didn't want them bait me with a Bubble Beam. Able to go 4 and 1, which is really quite nice. And let's see what we get. Win goal. Okay, thanks very much. Didn't hit a excellent, nice, or anything through, so a little bit trash there. And I imagine this is not going to be the best CP, so probably going straight to the professor. Let's have a look. 15, 15, 13. That's actually okay. Might keep that for now. We'll see how we go. So I was only at the start of 17, so I don't think I'll be going up yet. No, so not even quite halfway through 17. But hopefully with these daily battles, I can start leveling up a little bit more because I did have a lull. Anyway, that's it for me for now. Thanks very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.